Continuing with this topic, in part 2 of this lecture, we are going to cover several formal education options for employee development. Companies have several options to choose from. Formal education programs can include traditional programs, like those here at Maryville University, or individual coursework at an educational institution. They can also be created in-house by a company's training and development staff and delivered through its corporate university. For more experienced, advanced learners, executive MBA programs, graduate programs, and certifications can be a great fit. Let's take a look at some of these in more detail. Some companies may decide to establish their own corporate universities to deliver customized training, a strategy that does provide several benefits. First and foremost, these in-house programs are easier to tie to the organization's strategy. Everyone involved in the design process is well-versed in the organization's culture, its mission, its vision. They are familiar with how the organization works, which usually translates into a better training program. For these two reasons, and number 3, top leaders and managers tend to support in-house programs more so than externally developed programs. If an organization is going to be conducting a lot of training for a lot of people, a corporate university may be the way to go. For smaller organizations, it may not be feasible. Another option is executive education, which is geared toward top-level managers and leaders. The programs are typically application-based and designed for advanced learners with significant life experience. Some programs are degree offering, others produce certifications, like SHRM's HR certification. Still others are hyper-focused on a specific topic, like leadership or cultural competence. This option often relies on blended learning, where trainees spend about half the time on campus, on site, learning through face-to-face live instruction. They spend the other half of their time working on their assignments at their convenience, at home, at the office, wherever they see fit. Traditionally, executive education programs were offered by universities on their campuses. But to meet a growing demand, some universities are now customizing their executive education programs for specific organizations and then asking faculty to travel to that organization and deliver instruction on site so that trainees do not have to travel. Due to the high expense of executive education programs, they are usually reserved for managers and other top-level leaders. But what about the rest of the organization? Tuition reimbursement might be a good option for organizations that want to offer development opportunities to employees at all levels of the organization. It might also be a good fit for companies that want to take a more hands-off approach to development. This option allows organizations to invest capital to show employees that they care about their development, but it gives employees control over where they study and what they study. The research is clear. Tuition reimbursement can impact employees' decisions to stay with an organization. It's important for the educational program to be related to the employee's current job and for the amount of the reimbursement to be related to their grade in the course or their performance on some measure. Some companies ask their employees to sign a contract of sorts and commit to the organization for an extended period of time in exchange for the tuition reimbursement. If the employee quits, before the designated time, they have to repay the full amount of the reimbursement. Again, this option is attractive to people at all levels of the organization and from all different groups.